Buy or sell Dynasty Offseason Edition. And today we have Gabriel Davis, the guy that just went off in the divisional game against the Chiefs, and they lost, unfortunately. Look, the Chiefs, let's just talk about that really fast. 8 receptions, 10 targets, 201 yards, 4 touchdowns. He went absolutely crazy. You know, and I think this is why this is a hot topic right now. But 2021 total stats, 35 receptions, 63 targets, 549 yards, 6 total touchdowns. He didn't miss 2 games. This is a guy that everyone is raving about literally the past 2, 3, 4 days.
Dynasty hot topic.
Yeah, 100%. And Zach, you know, are you buying or selling Gabriel Davis right now?
I'm going to be selling Gabe Davis right now.
Okay.
And before everyone attacks me, let me just explain as to why. It depends on price, right? I need the right price to sell. Otherwise, I'll hold. But I am going to try and take advantage of the hype. We are coming off his best ever game, like Badake said, versus the Chiefs. His name is going to be skyrocketing.
Absolutely.
What does that mean? There is going to be a bunch of recency bias. This is the last thing that people are going to think about when they think about the Buffalo Bills in the entire offseason. Gabe Davis is going to be the hottest topic. And there's an emotional attachment that everyone has who's not a Chiefs fan to Gabe Davis, because no one wanted to see the Chiefs win. Everyone wanted Gabe Davis to be their savior, to be their king. And there's an emotional attachment that they have to him, which all these things that I've said are going to drive his price up. But despite that amazing game, what has he done? How has he helped this offense so far this year outside of that game? In 16 games he's played this year, in the regular season, he averaged 7.8 PPR points per game.
Right.
Okay? This entire year. 16 games. 7.8 PPR points per game. How often was he on the field? Did they trust him enough to put him on the field? He only played 49.5% of snaps on the field this year. And he was getting out snapped early on by Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah.
Now, towards the end of the year, yes, they started to get him on the field more often, but they've already shown that they could potentially find someone in free agency or in the draft because they don't trust him enough. I mean, they've already done that last year with Emmanuel Sanders. If they believed in him and they knew that he could be this type of player, they probably wouldn't have gone out and gotten a guy like Emmanuel Sanders and started him over Gabe Davis. So personally, I am selling, and I think that's because of the hype. The hype is super high, and I just want to cash in right now. I'll tell you what I'm trying to get because I'm trying to sell. I'll tell you in a second. But Badake, are you buying or selling? I'm assuming you're going to buy.
I'm buying with hesitancy. You know, there is, and I agree with everything you said. Recency bias. Well, that's the only thing I agree on. The recency bias, and you know, the Emmanuel Sanders. But I do believe the Emmanuel Sanders push was because they knew they were trying to make a Super Bowl run. They want to go to the playoffs, and they needed some weapons, in my opinion. But look, if you look at Gabriel Davis, all the signs point to him being the wide receiver 2 next year, and for him to have an amazing year. You know, he's tied with one of the best quarterbacks in the league. It's Josh Allen. A high power offense, high scoring offense. And like I said, great opportunity to be the wide receiver too. Stephon Diggs is there. Like I said, AFC Divisional Championship game, he went off. That's his potential. That's his ceiling. That's what he can do with Josh Allen. Allen, he's only in his second year. We're now going to be going to his third year, if I'm not mistaken. Even though I'm buying, I am trying to wait until the hype dies down. Maybe they do draft, you know, somebody in the NFL draft, like a young wide receiver, and they get rid of Emmanuel Sanders. I think Cole Beasley has one more year. They get rid of Cole Beasley, or they trade him away, whatever the case may be. And I think if you can wait, and you maybe get a late second, that's probably the best. I think even closer to the draft, you can get a late second.
I'm going to play a quick game with you, and it's called, is that Dawson Knox or Gabe Davis? Okay.
Okay.
Who had more receptions this year?
Dawson Knox. I know that for a fact.
Who had more yards?
Dawson Knox?
Yes. Who had more touchdowns?
I know that Dawson Knox as well.
This is the real person you should be going to try and buy low on. I know this is about Gabe Davis, but Dawson Knox should be who you're trying to buy low on. He is the breakout this year. And who's to say that they don't draft a rookie in the draft and Gabe Davis is forgotten about?
Yeah. And
look, here's what I'm trying to get. Here's what I'm trying to get for Gabe Davis, okay? If I have him, I would be more than happy to take a late 2022 first, let's say the 1.11 or the 1.12, or an early second, like 2.1 to 2.2. The reality is he might not be worth that in most people's eyes, but because of the hype, I think someone would bite on that.
Exactly.
Someone who's a Bills fan or someone who really loves Josh Allen, they would bite on an offer like that. And after scouting this year's class, I have a lot of optimism specifically for the rookie wide receivers. So I would sell for any first this year, early to mid second this year, and any first in the future. I'm cashing in on that instantly.
Yeah.
So I'm selling. Badake's buying with hesitancy. What about you guys? And let me know if I'm an idiot. I mean, you can say that. That's okay.
Yo, what's good?
What
Thanks
up?
for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos,
Watch
Now,
it.
You can also subscribe
Right now.
if you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/fantasylandfam.